You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Good morning and welcome to the Experience Pros radio show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business and your business is our business.
Well, happy Monday to you. Back at the kind of the grindstone, so to speak, back at work, kind of ready to get things rocking. I know we are smack dab in the middle of summer, and so it's kind of amazing to watch some of the fun marketing campaigns that are coming out and how small business are connecting and collaborating and reaching out all summer long. Hopefully you are you're doing better than I actually have got a coupon. I received a coupon over the weekend.
Yeah.
Eric, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit later in the show. But I want to talk about just some of the ways that we market and how often we just throw money at something, and then when it doesn't work, we say, yeah, that thing didn't work.
That didn't work.
That didn't work, and yet there's so many pieces to it that we kind of set it up to fail from the beginning.
Oh, all right. Well, that sounds intriguing.
Ooh.
I can't.
Am I intriguing?
You are intriguing.
Did I intrigue you?
And I think I, at least, will stay tuned for that segment.
You think you're going to stick around?
Whenever it comes.
Could you stick around a little bit, Eric, for this segment?
I'm going to hang out.
Okay, thank goodness.
Be part of the activities here at the Experience Pros Radio Show. There's, not just small companies, but big companies are making some shifts and some changes.
I know. I'm seeing some fun stuff come out.
Our producer, Charlie, came in and he said, did you see the big hubbub, the big scoop, the big news? Facebook changed the way they write the letter A. And they changed their font and their logo.
They did, but they did it in the middle of summer. I'm thinking about some of the things that they're doing, and so often as small business, we're afraid to do anything in the middle of summer. We think, okay, everybody's on vacation. We can't put any money towards marketing. We can't reach out. We can't do anything. It's vacation. Everybody's gone, and yet some of the bigger companies are making some big changes right within there, right in the middle of summer.
Absolutely, and then of course, Oreos. No, that's a different movie. Oreos have launched a brand new cookie.
Why?
Oreo Thins.
Thins?
Yeah.
A thin Oreo?
And guess what the word on the street is?
What's the word on the street?
They're not dunkable.
What?
Right?
Are we not dunking anymore?
No.
Do we not dunk?
They don't.
Have we outgrown the dunk?
You know what we loved about the dunk? Is that when you stuck it into the milk and let it, you kind of swim it around a little bit, the Oreo cookie thing would soak up the milk, and it would just be that lard and the milk and the chocolatey flavors.
I don't think we ever thought lard.
Oh, well, start thinking lard, because that's what it is. But
I thought we were trying to appeal to adults.
Listen, we love our Oreos. We love to dunk our Oreos.
But apparently we've outgrown the dunk.
So much the Thins.
You don't think so?
No.
Are you a dunker? Do you always dunk your Oreos?
If given the opportunity to have milk next to my Oreos, yes, I always dunk my Oreos.
So how often do you have a cup of milk next to your Oreos? You see, this is the issue.
The same amount of time as I have Oreos.
Every time you have an Oreo, you've got to have milk?
Every time I purchase Oreos. If there are Oreos on the tray and there's no milk, I will probably leave them on the tray.
Do you know that there's usually a collaboration of a coupon? If you buy the milk, you get the Oreo coupon, or the Oreos, you buy the milk coupon.
Well, that's just good sense.
That is. All right, well, I'm just gonna go, since the idea is that the Oreo Thins is hoping to appeal to adults, and it is not dunkable, that perhaps we are not drinking our milk as adults, and we don't always have a cup of milk with us.
I know that to be true. When was the last time you drank a full glass of milk?
I don't do dairy.
Right.
Yeah, so.
See? All right, well, so people are making changes. I'm thinking about changing something, too.
What are you thinking?
I think we should change the name of this radio show.
Again?
Yeah.
We had this thought already.
We did have this thought.
And it didn't go anywhere.
It didn't go anywhere, but maybe we should make it go somewhere.
What do you got in mind?
It's summer. Facebook changed their
What do you got in mind?
Positive Business Talk.
Okay, but for the name of the show, what do you want it to be?
Positive Business Talk.
I know that's what we do, but so what do you want the name to be?
I want the name of the show to be Positive Business Talk with Eric and Angel.
Oh, the name of the show to be Positive Business Talk. Well, it's a little tagline that you have now. So,
Yeah.
and I think
you have it too.
You bought into Positive Business Talk. All right.
I like it.
I know you like it.
I do.
Okay. I heard you.
Why are you crinkling your nose?
I didn't crinkle. I didn't crinkle.
Crinkle of your nose.
I didn't crinkle. I didn't mean to crinkle. It was a twitch. I've got a little chill. It's cold in here today.
Sure.
I'm drinking cold water.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Positive Business Talk
That's
instead of Experience Pros Radio Show?
Well, before we actually implement this change, I think we should talk about how to roll in change at all.
Well, I appreciate that you actually, a lot of times, when we came up with the name Experience Pros.
I tell you what I did.
That day, he went and made all these changes. It's like, whoa, we're not ready for all of that.
You would think that I would go out right now and purchase positivebusinesstalk.com.
You probably already did.
I already did.
Yeah, you probably did months ago. Yeah.
Months ago.
This would be the time where he would be calling the chamber and going, yeah, change our name. Like, I don't have anything. No. We just did a whole lot of branding for Experience Pros Radio Show. So you get to be in 2016 phase if you want to do a new brand.
It's all good. Actually, no, summer is a good time.
I know, but we just did a full branding of the Experience Pros Radio Show this summer. So now you have to wait. Get in line.
It's kind of like my mustache.
You might have to submit it. What do you mean about your mustache?
Every time I shave or change my facial hair, you're like, that's it, mister. You're not getting pictures taken for another 6 years.
I know. So we take pictures, and as soon as we get pictures, he changes his hairstyle after the pictures. I'm like, well, you're stuck with it. We just did pictures. You should have thought about this
those unplugged
before
concerts.
The big branding.
People made lots of money with unplugged concerts. The guy just shows up without his band, just his guitar. Same deal.
You're going to show up somewhere without your band?
Without my facial hair.
Without your guitar?
All right. We do have a great show for you today, and we are going to talk about how to roll in change at your company. And don't forget, coming up after that, we're going to talk a little bit about that whole coupon marketing. And do you, coupon or coupon? Q?
Oh, goodness.
Coup.
Now, coupon?
It's a coup with the Q. Coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Your business is growing, but your computers are slowing. We can fix that. We're C-Squared Computer Consulting, and we can help you take on the challenges of your growing business by helping you get the most out of your systems through availability managed services. We provide reliable protection with 24/7 system monitoring. Check us out at c2cc.net or call us at 303-933-1113. That's C-Squared Computer Consulting at c2cc.net.
Back it up. Back it up. C-Squared Computer Consulting wants to remind you to back up your data on the 2nd of every month. Don't put off calling C-Squared Computer Consulting until it's an emergency. Call 303-933-1113 today to set up auto checks, backups, and a lot more. Hire C-Squared to be your IT department. Call C-Squared at 303-933-1113. Online, find them at c2cc.net. Back it up.
The business professionals at Extreme Relationship Management know that networking is one of the best ways to create word-of-mouth marketing for your business. They also know that many of you feel like it's a complete waste of time. The difference is knowing how to network and what to do with all those business cards that you collect. Tune in every Thursday to learn about the ERM networking laws, and be sure to sign up for the next ERM class. Extreme Relationship Management offers training and events to help you realize how rewarding networking can be. Train it the ERM way. Find them online at extremerelationshipmanagement.com and call 855-I-LIKE-ERM to find out more about their next class.
Edgetronics wants you to be happy with your business phone system. Get your phones to work for you, not against you. The friendly folks at Edgetronics can help you plan ahead to keep your business operating when there may be a phone system outage. They offer solutions with VoIP, non-VoIP, and hybrid telephone systems. Upgrade to the system with features that will meet your company's growing needs. Call today at 303-766-1699. That's 303-766-1699. No business is too small or too large, and the customer service at Edgetronics will make you smile. Call now, 303-766-1699, or online at edgetronics, that's with an X.com.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Finding care for an aging parent or loved one can be a simple and hassle-free process with Home Care Assistance Denver by your side. They are locally owned and provide hourly as well as 24/7 live-in services by caregivers that are custom-matched based on client needs. They personalize every care plan to fit your loved one's very specific needs. Call them today to schedule your free in-home assessment. 720-443-3371. 720-443-3371. More information can be found at homecareassistancedenver.com. They love serving your loved ones. Call now, 720-443-3371.
John Rush, this afternoon from 3 to 6 on KLZ 560.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you with us today. You know, there's one thing that is guaranteed in life, and that is life's going to change.
Well, I'll tell you what, you want to mix things up. You want to cause all the heckles to go up in everybody at your office. Tell them something's going to change.
Right.
We're going to do something different. We're going to change the name of the company. We're going to change the name of the show.
Change the number of employees we have.
You know, the thing is, we do need our companies, in order to stay relevant, in order to stay current, to stay top of mind for what our customers are needing. You know, they're changing. Their buying habits are changing. The way they're shopping, the way that they're, finding businesses has changed. And being innovative is necessary in order to keep our businesses alive.
Absolutely.
But it freaks the heck out of everybody when you come in and you move their cheese a little bit.
So just take a chill pill and get ready for some good tips on how to incite change at your company without losing everybody else. Number one, find ways to innovate while respecting your company's history. Remember the things that made you who you are, and keep true to those things.
Which, so it's not, we're not taking everything and throwing everything out. We're just trying to find a way to make it better, simpler, streamline it, more edgy, more innovative, and letting people know the history, the foundation for which we were built on will still remain the same. What we actually stand for at the core of who we are stays the same, but the way we're going to do it, the way we're going to talk about it is going to be a little different.
We talk a lot about the fact that your brand is your promise as a company, and so while you're making these changes, you really do need to leverage that trust that people have in your brand before you go, and it can be done as long as it's done respectfully. All
right, so this means you need to have a clear and measurable vision. Change for the sake of change is not going to get everybody on board with playing with you. They think, okay, so you're just messing things up. It's working the way that it is. And so what's that vision? Why are we changing? What do we want to accomplish? What will it look like? And paint that picture so that everybody can see it in their own head when they close their eyes. This is what it's going to be once we get through all of this change.
And keep in mind, when you go through changes, and we're not just talking about a brand change or a name change to your vision, but maybe even a direction change or a product or service change, keep in mind that measuring that change and the people's reaction to it. Did our sales increase? Did our sales decrease? Did people express happiness with your situation, or are they resisting your change? All of which very important.
We did a change a couple of months ago to some of our networking events, and anticipated some of the numbers and how the difference were going to be an impact. Anytime you make a change, you might, for example, let's say you're going to raise your rates. You might see a decrease in customers initially. You might lose a few customers.
Sure.
People want to go someplace else. But in a time frame, and if you are working it and you've got a clear plan for, okay, we might see this little bubble, we might see this little dip in this one quarter, but this is how we're going to offset that dip, how we're going to market for the change in that, and this is when we should see the upswing come, and have a plan for that. Calendar it out. What are we going to do if we are expecting new business, a change in business, any change in something? How are we going to counter that as well? Not just sit back and go, okay, well, we changed stuff, and so
Right.
we lost a few customers. Okay, how are we going to change that? We changed where our front door is, and so people got lost. Okay, how are we going to account for that? How are we going to, what kind of signage? What kind of, are we going to have red carpet stanchions taking them to the new exit? Like, what are we going to do to counter the change?
One of the most important investments that you can have in a small business as you're executing a change is a support team, and not just any support team. This is what Tony Rayburn over Extreme Relationship Management call your A team. These are the people who are going to stand behind you and lock arms and gather the popular opinion with you.
Right, they're the ones that are kind of get the consensus, they're already all bought in before you put it out to the masses, because there is going to be the little chatter. And it isn't necessarily because they don't like the change or that the change is bad, it's just change.
Right.
And change causes chatter. Ooh, we're changing things. Ooh,
Right.
did you hear about the change? Ooh, what do you think about the change? And until people catch on that, okay, the change is okay, everybody's bought in, the whole sociology of it. I don't want to be the only one that's on board for the change if everybody else is against it, nor do I want to be the only one against it if everybody else is on board.
Yep, there it is. And then finally, never stop asking questions. Never stop listening to the people that you are serving, because it's those questions that keep you on the cutting edge, and it's the answers that will tell you the direction you should be going.
And here's the thing, let's say you do get through all of it and you change everything and you get to the other side and go, you know what, this change wasn't really the thing we were looking for. It's okay to admit defeat, admit a mistake. Okay, this wasn't the right time for that change. We'll come back and regroup later. Or celebrate the success of taking your company through a change where everybody's sitting around going, whoa, that ain't the way we've always done it.
Yeah,
We've always done it this way before. And look at that. Now look at what we're doing now. And so sometimes, just implementing something small, just try moving the vendor machine.
Oh, gosh, that's...
But they get, once they get buy-in, it actually is better over here. It's easier. It's better, blah, blah. Oh, you know what?
The sun doesn't melt the candy bars.
Yeah, and so here's another change we can do.
Don't even think about putting in those new Oreos.
The thin Oreos?
Right next to the milk.
No, but can we get one of those new Coke machines where you could get, like, vanilla root beer and orange lime? And,
right.
Yeah, it's like a video game.
It kind of is. All right, thanks to Christina Desmarais with Inc.com for inciting the conversation on whether or not you should incite change at your company. When we come back, we're going to talk about couponing, or is it couponing? We don't know. We've posted a question on our Facebook wall.
Coupon or coupon?
I don't know. Cupid dolls are things you win at the fair, and a coup is a military overhaul. I don't know. But we'll talk about that and why you should, and perhaps why you shouldn't, coming next on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
The Extreme Customer Service Directory is one of the most visited directories in the state, and it's all yours to view for free at experiencepros.com. Experiencepros.com will help you find the best in customer service, and you can feel good about doing business with the pros.
Landlords, listen up. If you have investment property, you need Legacy Properties PM. Devin Bewley will absolutely get you the highest rent possible, handle every imaginable emergency, and make sure that your property is well cared for. He visits every property regularly and knows that he's working for you. Legacy Properties PM, where their promise to you is simple. If your property isn't earning you money, you owe them nothing. There's nothing to lose. 720-989-1996. Mention Experience Pros and they'll waive the first month's management fee.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the Orange Effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Bumper Dock Denver is now open for bumper repair, windshield chip repair, paintless dent, ding, and auto body repair, and they're upfront and honest about prices, usually posted in the lobby. As your car's cosmetic surgeon, Bumper Dock Denver also does headlight restoration, interior repair, detailing, paint touch-up, and wheel repair, all at fair prices and usually in a day or less. If your car gets injured, just call the doc. Bumper Dock Denver, 303-369-7292. That's 303-369-7292. Online at bumperdockdenver.com.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
The top 5 search results get 75% of all the clicks. 75%! That means if you're on page 2, you are missing out on tons of potential business. You, my friend, are in need of professional help. At SharpNet Solutions, it's not all about clicks. It's about making sales. They optimize the Experience Pros Extreme Customer Service Directory, and they can optimize your business. Call them today, 303-900-4988. That's 303-900-4988. Or find them online at sharpnetsolutions.com. Put their talents to work and see what they can do for you. 303-900-4988. Mention the Experience Pros and get up to 50% off. Call today.
I remember the moment.
I'll never forget that moment.
As long as I live.
As long as I live.
Several of us were working to rescue a family.
The house collapsed on top of the cellar door and trapped them.
We had to use Humvees and heavy machinery to move massive trees and debris.
We got them out.
We helped a lot of people out.
It felt good to know I could really make a difference.
Because I'm a citizen soldier in the National Guard.
Be there the moment your community needs you. Learn more at nationalguard.com.
Sponsored by the Colorado National Guard. Aired by the Colorado Broadcasters Association and this station.
The Dana Show, 6 p.m. weekdays on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us. Do you coupon or do you coupon?
To coupon or coupon?
Or
that is
either
the question. I'll tell you what, there are some people out there that are master couponers, and I mean, they go and they collect all the coupons. Look, I said it both ways.
Yeah, see?
I've heard it both ways.
I don't know.
You know, and they save
like
themselves a ton of money, and it can become a full-time job, and it can go. I mean, it can be really significant. I'm not a big couponer, but though I don't mind having a coupon, I actually always carry a Bed Bath & Beyond coupon in my car for that Bed Bath & Beyond emergency.
Yeah, absolutely.
You just never know when you're going to stop there, and you never want to go in there.
Got a new style of vegetable peeler.
Without a coupon.
Right.
All right, but when do coupons work and when do they not? We were actually out this weekend at a pretty big event, and they were coupons were being passed out. You know, you've got a big crowd. You're in the local area. Geographically, these are your target market. They're people who are in the area can come into your restaurant. And so coupons were passed out. And so I want to talk about, when does a coupon work and when does it not, especially for small business. And I think a lot of times we kind of shy away from the whole idea of giving a discount.
Right.
For small business, your profit margins don't usually have a lot of space in there for a discount. Am I right? And so to go ahead and do a coupon, it kind of underscores. So rather than having a coupon, add value. But when does a coupon work? So I got these coupons at this big event.
Yes.
And so I'm going to tell you a little bit about the coupon. It was to continue and come in and have lunch next week at our restaurant.
Okay.
And here's some of the things about it. It's $4 off.
$4.
$4.
Wow. Cool.
Okay. Here it goes. The big print giveth, the small print taketh away.
Oh, there you go, getting all King James on us.
So the bill must be a minimum of $20 to receive your $4 discount.
Hold on, I can do the math. That's a 20% discount.
20% discount, unless you spend more.
Oh.
And then it's less.
Oh, then it gets less by less.
Yeah, you spend $30. It's not quite a 20% discount. It's still just $4.
Oh, what?
Okay, offer only valid July 6th through 10.
So you have to accommodate your schedule. Wait a minute, that's a day after yesterday.
Well, so that's it. 1 week. Got a couple of days. That's all you can use. And it's only valid from 11 to 2. So it's actually only valid for a couple hours during those couple of days.
Wait a minute.
And 1 coupon per table, and they expire. So let's talk about this.
1 coupon per table?
1 coupon per table.
So everybody can't use the $4 off?
But let's see. How many were we all handed? I think I was handed a dozen.
These are full color
coupons. Look at how many coupons I was handed.
Holy cow.
And so here's the thing that, I see something like this and I think, I've got my little small business brain on.
Right.
And I think, how many coupons are going to be redeemed? And, and the manager's going to go in and go, we gave out 1,000 coupons and that thing didn't.
And by the way, you spent almost $3,000 on the printing.
And so here's the thing, deadlines. Too soon versus never, which is better? And it really kind of depends on what the call to action is. Now, this was a very specific, we want you in this week. We want you to do this thing. We want to get you in. But, what I'm worried about is
they've narrowed it down such to the place where the target market doesn't have an opportunity to get in during that time frame or during the 2 or 3 hours of
it is extremely limited. And then the limitations on a coupon. How many limitations are you going to put on a coupon?
Well, that's what the asterisk was invented for, right?
But think about this. You want to get in some new business. You want people to try you. You want to give them a little bit of freedom to actually feel like, okay, I'm not going to come in. I remember going in to the haircut place with my daughter, and it was the month of her birthday.
I remember going to the haircut place too.
It was the month of her birthday. And they said, well, you're for our birthday club, and if you sign up for our birthday club, she gets her haircut free.
Okay.
Great. Let me sign her up. Well, you got to go home and you got to do it on your computer.
Oh, you can't just sign up right there at the counter?
Okay, I can't just sign up at the counter. Got to do it on my computer. Well, can I do it on my phone? Sure, you can do it on your phone.
Okay.
So I did it on my phone. I said, okay. I signed up for the birthday club. They said, well, they're going to send you an email.
Oh. Well, you don't get your email on your phone.
I don't get my email on my phone.
Well, you have to go home.
So now I have to go home. Now, mind you, we are in. We are there.
Standing
She's
right there.
in there, ready to get her haircut.
Excuse me, ma'am. Do you have a computer?
Yeah. So now you have to go home to get it. And he's like, you can't just print it out, or can I pull it up on your computer?
Or your computer?
No,
this is a company computer.
No, you can't do it. No, you can't do it.
You kidding me? That's a security breach.
Okay, can you print it for me? And they're like, no. I'm like, okay, so you want me to go home and get it? Well, actually, the emails only go out on the 1st of the month.
Oh.
And so you probably already missed it for this year.
And you spent enough gasoline that would make the difference between whatever you saved.
So here's the thing. I was a happy customer until you tried to give me a discount.
Right.
So then you tried to give me a discount, and it turned into this big frustration.
I got a buddy who went out to, I don't know, call it Disney World, because it was, and everywhere he went, he got this discount, that discount, this, and it added up to almost $10,000, and he's like, if you give me another discount, I'm going home. What? All right. Can we talk about that margin of discount again?
Well, again, you're trying to change behaviors. Okay, if I'm going to go out of my way, move out of my shell to do something different, the margin of discount, for $4.
$4, as long as you spend a minimum of $20, but every dollar you spend more, we're going to take more of the discount away.
And then think about the quantity of coupons passed out. They gave gave everybody a handful. I'm not really going to use a handful, especially because they're so limited on when I can use them. And so, what's the return on that investment? And so, just seeing it and how it all played out. Good in execution, good in thought. Well, not in execution, good in thought. Let's give a coupon. We've got all these people. Let's get them back in. We've got a target audience.
Let me give you a better idea. Keep the deadline open-ended.
A little bit. Maybe it's just a summertime coupon.
Right. Give some time to relax. Because, heck, I don't even do anything. You certainly don't do anything, Angel, without a couple of weeks' notice. we've got our schedules. We've got our calendars. So we got.
Well, and again, you really want to change my behaviors, not for $4.
Right. Right, and add value. Why don't you say, if it's a restaurant, you come on in and your drinks are free.
And I know. We're talking food costs, and there's not a lot of profit margin in there for food costs, and I get that. But, thinking about just how we could improve on that and how we could take that as a lesson learned and how we could do that better for our own company. So, coupon or coupon? Because apparently I say it both ways.
You know what? This one was a poupon. I just
don't
like that at all. No. All right. Hey, when we come back, we're going to talk about the Den Peeps. What? Oh, we'll talk about that with Daryl Stern is in the house, and he's got a brand new online magazine. Coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Get your payroll and employee paperwork done efficiently, effectively, and economically with Employer Essentials. Free up your time, free up your money, and let Employer Essentials help your business grow. They handle all of your payroll and HR needs at EmployerEssentials.com or call 303-734-9436. 303-734-9436.
Hi, this is Angel, and I've been in my home for 12 years now. When I think about redecorating, I just can't seem to get past what I've always done. Helene's Designs offers a fluff it up service for home decorating. She takes what I already have and rearranges just enough to fluff it up. Call Helene to get fluffed up at 720-233-7302. Helene's Designs is a full-service design firm that helps you turn your dreams into a reality. Call Helene's Designs today at 720-233-7302 or check out the before and after pictures online at helenesdesigns.com.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706 or visit RivieraFinance.com.
Get yourself back on track with your mid-year vision screening. We're not checking your eyesight. We're checking in on your vision and your big, hairy, audacious goals that you set at the beginning of the year. If you attended the Success Unleashed Summit in January, you experienced the power of having a strong vision and written goals to keep you on track. The Epic Summer Summit is the perfect place for you to get back on track and to get your vision checked. Carrie Conley with the Infinite Nation will be presenting a 2-hour workshop, followed by a Connecting Experts vendor event and networking on Thursday, July 30th at the PPA Event Center. Sign up to attend the Epic Summer Summit at theconnectingexperts.com. You can sign up to attend as a guest or as a vendor. Get your vision checked.
Tune in every Monday at 11:35 for What's Going On with Jim Smith from Prudential. Jim will host a lively conversation about the financial and investment topics you're asking about. You can call Jim and his Prudential team directly at 303-669-9701 and tune in on Monday mornings right here on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
I'm John Walsh. I'm Ed Smart. When a child is abducted, time is critical. That's why Amber Alert is so important. The public is notified when a child is abducted. It's a partnership between broadcasters, law enforcement, transportation, and you. Thanks for making Amber Alert happen.
John Rush during the afternoon rush, today at 3 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you along with us. Daryl Stern, you know him as Stern Storming, sternstorming.com, or Stern DMB. .com. He's just a genius.
He is a genius. Incredibly has changed our inbound marketing for sure. But we're going to talk today about diversifying your digital footprint. You think about diversifying your financials and all of that, but do you ever think about diversifying your digital footprint?
Size 13.
Daryl, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Thank you very much for having me back.
Is this like having a bunch of pairs of shoes?
Well, yeah. I mean, you can put all your energy and your effort, obviously, into having your website and all of your marketing and all of that. But the web is endless, and if you can put yourself out there on other people's publications and in other ways that you can be exposed, through other types of publications that are going on, it's an even better way to get more exposure for you. So what? Yes.
When talking about exposure, you have to be very careful the way that you decide to expose yourself on the web. So Daryl, what is it you're talking about?
I'm talking about a new online magazine that we're developing about the people of Denver and about the business people of Denver. And instead of your typical type of, here's my business, it's been in, it's here's where the address or here's where it is, we're actually sending out a list of questions that people can choose to answer about how they're struggling and how they're working and what advice would they give other people, in business. So your entire featured article becomes something that is not only beneficial to you and shows your expertise and all that, it also helps other people that are trying to grow their businesses as well.
I was on the internet this morning looking for some kind of fill-in topics for the show, and I came across a website that they had all these little 1 minute just where they had talked to CEOs and asked them some different things about their business, and I thought how timely, because we're talking about the online magazine, Den Peeps, DENPEEPS, denpeeps.com. Darryl, I love how you're always adding something new, talking about we've got our website, we're doing all the fun stuff in our online and our inbound and all of that on our website, but it's all just on the website. Having our content out on other publications is brilliant.
Well, thank you. It's also great for your SEO, too, because we're going to pay careful attention to that and make sure that your links, to the specific pages on your website and the specific words you want to rank for are linked back to those pages, because that will help you, because it's always better as you go on a job interview to have a reference, to have someone referring someone to you, just as we do on the Experience Pros online directory every day.
Sure. All right, so Daryl, I read something on Facebook today that says you were going to interview us.
Yes, I am. You are my first featured article on the new online magazine. And I have learned so much from you guys that I want more people to know and to grow from your amazing knowledge. So I just have a couple questions, and we'll see how far we can get. Are you ready?
I don't know.
He's like, ooh, he's turned the table.
So weird, mister.
All right, well, here we go.
Being in control.
My first guests in the Den Peeps online magazine here are Angel and Eric. You guys have been amazing, supportive people of small business here in Colorado, and you've taught me so much and helped my business grow so much. So I wanted to ask you, tell me about business growth. When do you know it's time to grow, and take that next step, either investing in something or expanding your business, and how do you prepare for that? Or is it just like a leap of faith, you just say, you know what, let's just do it?
Well, Darryl, I think that every day we all are given opportunities. People probably are coming up to you and saying, you know what, you know who you should meet, you know who you should talk to, or do you know about this other event, or do you know about this other thing? And I think that most often we always, as soon as somebody comes up with something different that we're not always already doing, our knee-jerk reaction is to say, well, no, I don't know about that, no, I never thought about that, or no, that's not my business model. One of the things that Eric and I think, all the successes that have come out of Experience Pros are because we've actually listened when somebody comes up with an idea, and we try to say yes to it. How can we make that work? How can we participate in that? How could we add that to what we're already doing?
You bet.
And in that, our business grew, not because it was some great idea that Eric and Angel had, but usually because somebody on the outside, because isn't it easier to look at somebody else's business and go, you know what they should be doing?
Right.
Rather than looking at your own. And we've just been really good at, I think, being able to receive that information.
To be willing to listen.
Right. So most of the ideas that you've had on growth are basically based on, what people have told you and what you've really been tuned into, what people are looking for and needing.
Market driven, absolutely.
Okay, awesome. What do you wish your business had more of? Now, besides clients and money, what's something that you really just wish you could have more of?
Cheerleaders.
That's exactly, and I've been looking for that too for 20 years in business.
I should qualify just a moment. I wasn't talking about the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders.
Yes, he was.
But if the shoe or skimpy little outfit fits, you might want to wear it. But I'm talking about brand advocates for the thing. What we're doing here at the Experience Pros Radio Show is truly more than a tagline. We say we're starting a revolution in how people treat people in business. And the biggest thing that we could possibly hope for is our cheerleaders, people who come up behind us and say, you know something, we get on board with that vision. We support, and then we disseminate, we cheerlead for the movement, not so much Eric and Angel, but the what we stand for.
Well, I absolutely love doing that for you guys.
You do a fantastic job.
It's just a great fun thing. Okay, so here's the next one. So when did you realize that you had to hire your first employee? I mean, go beyond just the two of you working, and how did you approach that? I mean, how did you figure that out?
We hired our first employee right after we hosted our first networking event, and out of that event, it was an experience type event. We had everybody play the game of Clue. It was a live action game of Clue, just so it wasn't just standing around networking. We tried to create an experience around it, and out of that event, we had this huge list of people to follow up with. And
yeah, we did. It was more than we could handle.
It was more than we could handle, and so we hired somebody to help us with following up and organizing and making phone calls and all of that.
So I think the answer is when the pain exceeds your ability to perform.
Right.
Yeah.
We couldn't do it on our own. And it was hard to bring somebody else in to teach them the culture.
Right.
Because and the customer service and how you want people to be treated, because it's not intuitive to, I don't know, the Experience Pros way. We rather than say no, they can't take your call, they'll call you back in an hour. Like, when can they?
And find a way to say yes, keeping it positive. Our whole shtick is positive, and we try to live that inside and outside the
She didn't last long because we have some pretty crazy hours that we keep, and we are just on the go all the time. And it was just a little too crazy for her.
Well, that was my next question: is have you ever had to let someone go?
Yes.
And how did you approach that?
Well, we have a real policy here at Experience Pros, and that is to build bridges rather than barriers. And so, at all costs, we seek to retain the relationship. So, as you can imagine, it's kind of complicated when we say, it's not working out, and we got to let that thing go. But in the end, every single person that we've had to ever sever a formal business relationship, we have maintained the personal relationship and the friendship that goes on because we support the people. Sometimes it's just not a great fit. And when it's not a great fit, there's somebody out there, there's another business out there that makes a better fit.
And it's okay.
Absolutely.
And just having to talk that through, that this didn't work, but that doesn't mean this was bad. Nothing bad has to happen.
Oh, yeah.
And so having that communication and leading up to it, again, building that relationship. I remember the first time we let somebody go after she walked out. Eric said, did she quit or did we fire her? It was just one of those, we mutually agreed this wasn't working out anymore. And I think that if you treat people, again, like human beings, because that's what they are, it has been, I think that's probably been one of the hardest challenges of Eric and I, because it is so much about relationships and is about people that it makes it super sticky, because if you got people's emotions at play, but there's a way, if you look for the way to just build that relationship and to build into people, then most of the time it works out.
Well, sure. I mean, I've had clients come and go, and sometimes when they go, they look at me as if, we're parting ways and we'll never see each other again or something like that. And I'm like, I always support till the end of my days everyone who's worked with me, in any capacity. You always want to keep that positive relationship going because you never know.
Yeah, you never know when it's going to come around.
That person could turn into your biggest cheerleader or whatever, and keep on going.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and Denver is a pretty small town. I think we're still pretty connected. Everybody knows somebody. You go somewhere and you start talking. And
it's pretty amazing, yeah.
And the last thing you want is to have a reputation out there that says, oh, yeah, they just chew them up and spit them out. And so.
All right, Daryl. So your new online magazine is coming soon.
Yes.
denpeeps.com.
Yes.
denpeeps.com.
Can we look it up online now? How do we get involved?
You can go online there, and there's a button that you can click called Tell Us Your Story.
Okay.
And on there, you can download the Word document that has all of the questions that you can pick from to answer. And you pick 5 or 6 of them that you want to answer the most. Send us that back. Send us back a good picture of you, and we'll set this up. And that's all free of no cost to anybody.
Okay.
And then if you want to, and you want to do a full video interview, the amazing Kevin Campbell, sitting over here, who's shooting the video today, has put together an exciting package that's not just going to be your interview video, but a YouTube channel video, a LinkedIn profile video, and some FAQ videos that you can use on your website and in your marketing.
Checking with our producer to see if we can say FAQ on the rare. That's okay. All right.
Yes, frequently asked questions.
Oh, that FAQ.
Video.
Sorry.
Yes, that FAQ.
I was confused.
He's kind of.
Daryl, you're also teaching a class here coming up on at the end of the month.
Yes, on the 28th, we're going to do some live stern storming, and what you can do is, you can bring your website, you can bring the login to your website. We're going to take a look at some of your pages, and live, we're going to work together and see if we can tinker with the language and change it around so that it will more attract the people that you really want to talk to in business.
Okay, so a couple of things we need you to do. Go to denpeeps.com, DENPEEPS. Peeps.
Just say peeps. Like hanging out with my peeps.
Hanging out with my peeps. denpeeps.com. Tell your story. Get involved with Daryl. Sign up for your Stern Storming workshop at sternstorming.com and put July 28th, 2 o'clock on your calendar. We're going to fix your website copy, create better landing pages, attract more of your target market to you, which is what Daryl does every single day. You live in that world. It's so easy for you. So many of us are just kind of out still doing what we do. But getting them the landing pages, thinking about our content, how do we attract the right audience? For some reason, there's just this roadblock in our way because we always want to talk about me.
But the story is always in you, though.
Yeah.
I always just listen, as we were talking about listening, and listen to you and your story. And then most of the time, all I find out is, but that passion, that story you just told me, is not what's on the website. Right. It's just a bulleted list of stuff. But what you just told me isn't there. So I want to take your voice and put it out there so that people understand how passionate you are and how much you want to help them.
I love it. Contact information one more time, please.
303-353-4354. You can go to denpeeps.com or sternstorming.com, and we can work together.
Daryl, thanks so much for joining us. We sure appreciate having you in the studio today.
Thank you very much. You guys are the best.
You bet. When we return, we're going to talk about several tips for finding new customers. You know you want them. Well, we've got some answers for you coming next on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
You've got a great business, lots of customers, and a catchy tagline. Things are going great, right? Has it ever occurred to you that if you are doing so well in your business, someone else might be trying to copy or steal your concept and make it their own? It happens every day. But don't let it happen to you. You need attorney Steve Replin on your side. Much more than just a lawyer, Steve is a business consultant who knows how to protect what's yours while helping you grow it to success. Call Steve today and CYA. That's Cover Your Assets. 303-322-7919. 303-322-7919.
Computers. We can't live a moment without them. My friend sent me an email recently saying she was having 99 problems and 97 of them were because of email and technology. I hate it when it doesn't work, but I'm stuck with how to get past the lockups, the slow retrieval, and lost data. This is what Binkley IT specializes in. All your computer quirks and hang-ups. They'll take care of you, and often they can do it remotely. Call our friends at Binkley IT and solve your IT puzzle one piece at a time. Call 720-254-1057, 720-254-1057. And if your computer is still working, look them up online at binkleyit.com.
Dude, your wife's hot.
I know, right?
I'm not kidding. She's really hot.
Yeah, I married up.
I'm trying to tell you, your wife's hot.
Will someone please call Bowman Heating and Air? It's 90 degrees in here.
Don't let anyone else tell you how hot your wife is. Call Bowman Heating and Air today. 303-622-6502. Bowman Heating and Air, keeping couples together and relationships cool. Ask about the preventative maintenance option with a 100% mechanical guarantee. BowmanHVAC.com.
Let's face it, you're stuck. Sure, your business is stable, but you've been floundering it even for too long. It's time to call Stephanie Scheller. Stephanie is a systems, business, and marketing coach who's helped over 300 companies improve their results by setting up systems and holding them accountable to trackable growth. Sometimes all you need is a fresh perspective and a little bit of accountability to break through to the next level of your success story. Call Stephanie today, 210-426-6956, and just talk to her. 210-426-6956. She can help. It's your business. Call today.
Did you get some great customer service today? Did someone make you feel a little happier for doing business with them?
Give them a fan brag. This is Eric, and you can call into Fan Braggin Friday and share your story with me and Angel on the air, or you can write a fan brag at experiencepros.com.
Once you start looking for great customer service, you'll find it's in more places than you thought. Share your great finds with us by calling 855-FAN-BRAG during our Friday show. Kindness is so simple, and we want to hear from you.
As a business owner, you know what it's like to wear a bunch of hats, and we know it too, which is why our very best advice to you is to outsource your accounting to By the Numbers Bookkeeping and Accounting. Philip Aronoff is well known to listeners and members of the Experience Pros Network. He was voted the best bookkeeper in the state of Colorado during the Fan Braggin contest, and he can absolutely help you build your business while making sure your accounting is all taken care of. Call Philip today and take that bookkeeping hat off for good. 720-837-0860. That's 720-837-0860.
John Rush, this afternoon from 3 to 6 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. We sure appreciate you for taking time out of your day to join us for hours. Hey, listen, you need new customers, right? You want new customers. Everybody needs to keep that door open, right?
Absolutely. I think, you know, one of the things is if we're relying on too few of customers can leave you pretty vulnerable, especially when we're talking about cash flow. And, you know, if you're too, you know, you only need one or two and something happens, the weather changes, anything can change. You're just kind of at the mercy of too many variables in that aspect.
Absolutely, and one of the biggest mistakes that we see small business, and we have made this mistake ourselves, get into is you go after the giant customer that's going to give you a whole bunch of money and a whole bunch of business. Before you know it, one or, like you said, two of your customers are covering 50 or 70% of your income, and then, oh gosh.
Well, here's the thing. We want to make sure that you've got a stable business, a foundation. And so, you know, here's a few ways that you can win over some new customers without breaking your marketing budget.
All right.
First one, of course, is always our ideal client, your target market, right?
You've got to know who that is.
You've got to know, have that profile of your likely potential customers. Where are they hanging out? Where can you meet with them? Where will they see your brand? You know, a lot of times we're a brick and mortar store and we think, okay, you know, it's people in the neighborhood.
I open the door and they will come.
And they will come. But who is that audience that's walking by? Does your window, window shopping, window display, appeal to your target market? Do you have things on the outside, signage and stuff that appeals to that target market? Because, again, not everybody walking by is your ideal client just because they're in the neighborhood.
The next thing is you want to make sure that you incentivize customers, but not just new customers. Give incentives to existing customers.
So often everything that we see, when you see a coupon or a deal, it's always new customers only.
Right.
Okay, what's the matter with me? So how long do I need to stop doing business with you before I can come back and be treated like a new customer?
Yeah, if you need to use the word only, you are now putting people on the outside of your fence.
Well, we work so hard to get those existing clients. That's really who we should be rewarding, and rewarding them when they refer new business to us.
Well, and that's just it, because when they hear about get an incentive, they will talk about you. They've already done the hard work, right? They've already given you their money.
Right. So freshen up your image. We saw Facebook did a little bit of that,
right.
Change their logo, freshening up their image so it's more mobile friendly, because they recognize everybody's using online, their mobile devices these days.
Our image got freshened up mobily.
It did. We've got a car wrap.
The Experience Pros Mobile is out and about now.
It is. We did some fun 68 designs. We worked with Kaylee Hall over at 68 Designs to do some just rebranding, some new imaging for us and for the Experience Pros Radio Show. We won Best Morning Radio Show.
Right. And then Printing Done Quickly went around and wrapped that thing up.
And wrapped that baby up. And if you see the Experience Pros Mobile car, make sure you take a picture and tag us and let us know you see it out and about. It's actually, we spend a lot of time in traffic, kind of from Highlands Ranch up to Loveland,
a couple times a month when we're just out and about. So now I'm hoping that I won't feel so bad sitting in traffic because everybody can read all the different messaging on the card. And we've got great advertising from Daryl Stern. His company is on there, Knockout Performance,
Binkley IT,
Nyland's Collision Center, by the numbers, bookkeeping, all of that. So I'm hoping that they'll people when we're sitting in the traffic, that people can do business with them. But does your website need revamping? Could it, do you need to rebrand even the name of your business? Do you need to work on some of your landing pages? Daryl's doing a workshop for us on July 28th at 2 o'clock that's going to help us with our landing pages and improving our website copy. But just a refresh, just kind of freshen things up. If it looks too stale, looks too old, it's kind of just been that way forever. You don't have to change everything, but sometimes it just infuses some new energy, and it gives you a reason to reach out to your audience and say, look what's new, look what we've done. You could kind of even do one of those like magazine pictures where what's different from picture A, picture B, and give out some fun prizes in that.
Hey, listen, you need to set some benchmark goals and be able to measure your success or non-success towards achieving those. You're trying to attract enough new customers to increase profit by how much. Now, there's a specific goal, and if you've got that specific goal, you can now measure it. A word of advice, keep your targets realistic.
Well, here's the thing. We always say we want more. We want business to grow. Okay, well, if you got one more customer, was that growing? Yes, it was. Well, but that wasn't enough. What was enough?
Right.
If you say I want 100 more customers, then when you get to 75, you won't stop there.
There you go.
You'll continue to push to get the other 25 when you've set that goal. And so it allows you not just to do more, but more is just so flaky, and you won't actually stretch when you get close.
So you want new customers, you want new customers, here's another way to do it. Advertise.
Advertise. Should you be advertising? Additionally, saturate the market with your brand. Think about all the different ways and all the different places that you could put your brand in, that your brand could be on. Getting in the news, local paper, local news, the Den Peeps magazine, making sure that you're diversifying where people are seeing your brand, where they're hearing about you. Online marketing is cool.
You bet.
Networking.
Let's just say networking is something that most small businesses could not live without.
No. What about even trade shows? Not just trade shows for your industry, but outside of your industry. Who do you share an audience with? Where could you put your brand and share some samples and give out some flyers and fun stuff just to bring new people, just to get them to say, I've heard of you. And once people say, I've heard of you, they start seeing your brand everywhere. When they do meet you, they do have that pain point. They are more likely to say, you know what? Even though I've never done business with them, but because I've seen them so many places, in the mail, online, offline, I hear about them on the radio, everywhere, that's who I should hire when I need a new vendor.
Absolutely. Well, there's a lot of points there that will help people find new customers and make it possible for new customers to find you. Don't forget the value of what we call the Frank Circle: friends, relatives, associates, networks, or neighbors and clients, all of whom will leverage that word-of-mouth marketing, and that, by most opinions, is the best kind.
Absolutely. We're so grateful to Colorado Community Media. We were voted Denver's best morning radio show. We got to promote that over the weekend and did a whole little fun marketing piece over the weekend. Banner, got the car wrap, all of that. And we are competing for the QuickBooks Small Business Big Game Contest. You can vote for us still daily.
Daily across every platform. So if you've got several different web browsers, you can vote that way. If you've got a phone, you can vote that way. Every day through the month of August. And what's at stake? A $5 million commercial in the Super Bowl. So we would love your support. Experience Pros can be found on Facebook. So can that contest right there at facebook.com/Experience Pros. Now we have to take a quick station ID here at the top of the hour. Make sure that we get the news and whatnot. If any of that depresses you, don't worry. We've got a whole nother hour of positive business talk next.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
Dana Lash, tonight at 6 on KLZ 560.
SquareTrade does not cover lost or stolen items. Savings based on 2-year iPhone plan with one claim compared to Assurant total equipment coverage as of April 10th, 2015.
Getting a new Galaxy, iPhone, or other smartphone? Get this. Every 2 seconds, one of us accidentally breaks our phone. So protecting your new smartphone is a smart idea. But if you have insurance from one of those big cell phone companies, you're paying way too much. I'm Steve Aberneth, and I founded SquareTrade to give you a better choice. Phone insurance from Verizon, Sprint, or other wireless carriers can cost you as much as $11 every month, plus up to $199 deductible when you break your phone. SquareTrade phone protection is less than $5 a month with a much lower deductible. We can save you over $240. And switching to SquareTrade is easy. Even if you're locked into a 2-year phone contract with Verizon, Sprint, or other wireless carrier, you can cancel their phone insurance anytime. We'll even show you how.
Switch to SquareTrade now and save over $240. Visit squaretrade.com. That's squaretrade.com.
SquareTrade! KLZ AM 560, KLZ HD Denver. Listen live at klz560radio.com. KLZ 560.
This is the Blaze Radio News. I'm Chris Barnes. The International Monetary Fund announcing it's ready to assist Greece if it's requested to do so. That statement from IMF Chief Christine Lagarde, the first reaction from the IMF to the vote in Greece yesterday that decisively rejects further austerity measures in return for bailout loans. Greece already failing to repay $1.7 billion that was due to the IMF last week. Meanwhile, the Greek government names a new finance minister a day ahead of an emergency meeting with creditors in Brussels. The former minister announcing he was leaving right after the vote was final. The illegal immigrant accused of shooting a woman on a San Francisco pier, admitting he killed her.
Did you shoot Kate Steinle, the lady who was down on Pier 14?
Yes.
In an interview with KGO-TV, Francisco Sanchez saying he finds a gun wrapped in a T-shirt and that it goes off when he picks it up. Sanchez had been deported 5 times before his arrest soon after last Wednesday's shooting. He says he kept coming back to San Francisco because he was aware it was a sanctuary city. Continued Republican reaction to Donald Trump's remarks on illegals from Mexico. We get that part of the story from the Blaze Radio's Robin Walensky.
Donald Trump tweeting, not letting Rick Perry's remark go unanswered. Trump taking to Twitter saying Rick Perry's failed at the border. Now he's critical of me. He needs a new pair of glasses to see the crimes committed by illegal immigrants.
Yeah, I was offended by his remarks. Listen, Hispanics in America and Hispanics in Texas, from the Alamo to Afghanistan, have been extraordinary people, citizens of our country and of our state.
The former Texas governor bashing Trump for his remark about illegal Mexicans. Perry, a guest on ABC's This Week program.
I don't think he understands the challenge, obviously. We've been there for 14 years, the governor of that state with a 1,200-mile border.
This is news on the Blaze Radio Network. Truth lives here.
The Blaze Radio News on KLZ 560 Denver. Dana Lash, tonight at 6 on KLZ 560.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business, and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you along with us. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business. Did you hear the story out of Stuart, Florida? A man's just fishing. He's minding his own business. He's in a one-man kayak. You know, that's like the miniest little canoe there ever was.
Yeah,
right?
They're kind of fun.
He's out in the open ocean, and he's just minding his own business, just fishing. And, well, a very large shark came over and decided he wanted whatever was on the guy's hook.
Oh.
Knocked him out of his kayak.
Oh, well, it wouldn't be hard to do. It's a kayak.
Swim! Get in the boat. You know what he did?
What did he do?
He got back in his little kayak.
Well, what else was he going to do? How do you get back in a kayak, though? That's a trick while you're in the water.
Pulled in the shark.
He pulled in the shark?
Uh-huh.
Like, nuh-uh.
Yeah. Got him. Whoop, whoop.
No, that's
crazy,
that's a tough man.
Yeah.
All that adrenaline rushing through him. He's like, I'm gonna get this one. I got a fish, and it was this big.
Yeah, sure it was. Absolutely. Nobody ever exaggerates when they're talking about stuff like that.
No, especially not Eric. Eric would never exaggerate about stuff like that.
No.
So, what details do you know about this?
Nothing.
Nothing?
No, the shark,
you just read the headline?
Yeah, the shark capsized the guy.
It looks like there's a video. So who's videotaping?
The guy in the other boat, the one that he swam to after he got knocked over.
Is videotaping. Yeah. Isn't that so funny these days? You see some of these videos and pictures of, these people doing very dangerous things or these kids doing really stupid things. Rather than
helping,
right? No, but we grab out our camera.
Right.
I'm going to capture this.
This one could go viral.
It could.
Right?
I'm going to get this.
Yeah. I always
Buddy, do you need any help? No, you're good. You got that.
You're swimming in a shark-infested waters.
But I've got it. Oh, wait, could you give me a little more shoulder?
You're going to be a YouTube sensation. Whoops, he just went into the water.
Love the camera.
Yes.
Love the camera.
Right.
Come on, work it.
Oh, my goodness. He went after that shark, and, wow.
But he caught the shark.
I think so.
Or does it count that he caught the shark if the shark already had caught him?
Well, I don't know. I don't know the answer to this question.
Is that too hard for you?
It could be. Who caught who?
Right. Apparently, are you even listening, or that really is just too shocking, too hard of a question
for you? I don't know, because now I'm translating this to, I hired you originally, but now you own the business, and who found who? Is he? Who's the shark? All right. You got to go back to the YouTube video for that one. All right, folks, got a great show for you today, and I'm telling you something. You're gonna love this next segment. It's gonna make you want to squeal.
Oh, and we're giving away prizes.
With what?
We're gonna give away a goodie.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wait. I say go pig, or go home. Coming next on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Finding care for an aging parent or loved one can be a simple and hassle-free process with Home Care Assistance Denver by your side. They are locally owned and provide hourly as well as 24/7 live-in services by caregivers that are custom-matched based on client needs. They personalize every care plan to fit your loved one's very specific needs. Call them today to schedule your free in-home assessment. 720-443-3371. 720-443-3371. More information can be found at homecareassistancedenver.com. They love serving your loved ones. Call now. 720-443-3371.
Imagine having a business partner watch over your computer systems day and night, actively responding to changing needs in your environment, helping make sure things run fast and smooth, protecting your valuable information. With availability, our managed services platform, C-Squared Computer Consulting can provide 24/7 monitoring, manage updates, and optimize your systems. Let C-Squared be your business partner. Call us at 303-933-1113. Mention Experience Pros, and we'll waive the setup fee.
Is term life insurance a good fit for you? It might be if you need life insurance for only a set period of time, or if you are working on a tight budget. Term insurance could be a good answer. Talk about it with someone you trust. Call me today, and let's explore what is the best answer for you. 720-356-6474. 720-356-6474. This is Jim Smith with Prudential. Tune in every Monday morning for more tips at 11:35 right here on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Extreme Customer Service Directory is the go-to place for finding the companies who have the best customer testimonials. Plus, to make it even easier, we narrow down the field to only 3 companies in your area. If you need a printer in the metro area, we have it. If you need ink and toner, we have it. The Extreme Customer Service Directory is one of the most visited directories in the state, and it's all yours to view for free at experiencepros.com. experiencepros.com for the best in customer service. When you're looking for the best, think Experience Pros. You can feel good about doing business with the pros.
Friends, this is Eric, and I want to turn you on to a fantastic bi-monthly patriotic newsletter I've discovered. It's called The Pen, and it's a compilation of numerous patriotic writers packed with political information that you won't find in the newspaper. Contact my friend Beth Ann for a free sample copy at csctalkradio.com or send $24.95 to P.O. Box 73, California, Missouri 65018 to receive The Pen for an entire year. The Pen, promoting liberty and keeping patriots informed. Subscribe today. csctalkradio.com. That's csctalkradio.com.
Advertising is really effective, especially for small business. Turn your company into a household name by advertising on the Experience Pros radio show. We'll help you build a trusted reputation with the professionals who listen to the program. You'll connect with the right audience and at the right price. Advertise with the Experience Pros radio show. Sign up at experiencepros.com and put your brand on the tip of your customer's tongue. Sign up today and start advertising with the Experience Pros at experiencepros.com.
Dana Lash, 6 to 9 p.m. weekdays on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros radio show.
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. I got a feeling tonight's going to be a great night, especially if you're going to do what I'm going to do. Let's participate in a little squeal.
Well, we're talking to the owners of the brand new liquid gold that is out here in Colorado. Colorado-based award-winning liquor company, Squeal Spiced Black Rum. JP and Monica Kraus. What do you do when you've got a great idea but never done any marketing before? You even kind of have a day job, but you know you've got something that is just pretty darn special. Well, they are using their passion for each other, the love of the local area, and their experiences to make a unique product in the market. No marketing in their past, but they are building their brand. They've got a positive outlook, and they're just having a great time. JP, welcome.
Hi, thank you for having us.
Monica, welcome. Hi.
Very
All
nice
right,
to
come a little closer to the microphones.
there. All right, let's start with you. JP, let me ask you this. You've got this Squeal rum, and by the way, folks, you've got to find out. We will solve the mystery of where you can find Squeal Black Spiced Rum here in the market, because I'm telling you, I love this. It's my new liquor of choice. JP, what have you guys been working on recently?
Basically, we've been working on a couple ways to get distributing. We're in talks with a few distributors here locally in Denver, as well as at least one out of state. And basically, we're just getting a lot of feedback. We're doing a lot of events and ways to get people to taste, and just to share our passion and let them meet us and see what we do.
You know, I know that's probably been the biggest thing. People taste you, they find you, you go to a vendor event, or you're out and about in the community, fall in love with it, and then they say, where do we get it? And so the distribution is now like number one. First, you've created this amazing product, and now you're figuring out distribution as well.
Of course. We do have it in a couple bars locally. The Polish Tavern has been good to us.
Yes, they have.
Cold Crush Live, 27th Larimer has also done a couple every Monday night for industry nights, as well as the Monkey Barrel Bar has been really great to us. So friends in the industry are definitely come first, and then as distribution rolls out, we're going to hit all the major liquor stores. We have some deals set up with some of them as soon as we get distribution, and it'll be on the shelf. So,
well, you've developed a fantastic brand, and it's around the name of the product, Squeal. Your T-shirts say it all: "Go Pig" or "Go Home," right? Tell us a little bit about that, and what's been the biggest challenge in building your brand?
So the biggest challenge for us, I think, I am one of those people who love brands and branding. I worked in hotels forever. My wife will tell you that I am loyal to Gatorade till the day I die, for no other reason than I'm a brand hog. So the biggest challenge for us.
No pun intended.
I got the brand
hog. Yeah,
I got it.
Yep. The biggest challenge for us is definitely separating us out. What makes us different? Why would it be different? And I think, we're trying to build a lifestyle with our rum at the same time, and that will separate us out from just another thing on the shelf.
Yeah, Monica. So, the Squeal. Are people getting it? Has it been a fun thing, or has it been a challenge?
No, it's definitely very fun. People are coming to us on events and they're asking, why is it squeal? And we say, why not? It's something that makes you think. It's a flying pig, and what the pig is doing? Squeal, right?
Absolutely. And Monica, and you are at these events and you are serving up the samples of squeal. I remember the very first time I met you, I had just come from the dentist, and so half of my face I couldn't feel, but I tasted that squeal rum and I was hooked. It was fantastic. All right, so JP, are you planning to move forward, or what's going on? How are you doing it? Now, I want to encourage our listeners to follow you on Twitter, Squeal Rum, right, at Squeal Rum, on Facebook as well, because I see big things in your future.
Oh, hopefully. Thank you.
Well, we're actually going to give away a little Squeal Rum and gift package, but you need to do something. We really do want to get this brand out, brand new product. They are Colorado-based. They're award-winning. They do need distribution. If you know anybody who has a bar or a restaurant would like to put Squeal Rum behind the bar for their customers. But here's how you can win a free little gift package today. You must be 21.
Must be.
But you can fan brag.
Oh.
Fan brag. Leave a fan brag review for JP and Monica on our website, experiencepros.com. Go to the directory and look up Squeal Spiced Black Rum. And the first person to do that today is going to win this fun little gift pack, experiencepros.com.
So all you have to do is click that Add Fan Brag, and if you are already a follower of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, it'll take you straight to that. If not, you just sign up. It's your name and your email address, and then you get to fan brag about them. You say something nice about Squeal Spiced Black Rum, and you're getting a gift packet, and I'm telling you, I'm looking at the gift packet. It is really cool.
It is super, super fun. All right, so JP, all right, so moving forward, do we have any other products on the line, or is it just to take over the world with Squeal?
Well, right now we're kind of focusing on this. We're kind of brainstorming what we're going to do next. But really, with it being smooth as it is and as quality as it is, we don't want to sacrifice quality by creating a second product. We really just want to focus on being some of the
best at this. I love that.
Let it stand on its own merits.
Yeah, but it's definitely in our future that we want to bring some good stuff we're already thinking about. We can't really obviously say what it is, but
of course.
Yes, but we are like in our future. There's few products that we want to bring. It's yes.
Monica, that's well said, because I think that every small business needs to have one eye on the horizon, right, so that they can look into the future and say, here's what we're going to do, and we're going to adapt and grow, and you have to plan ahead for that, right? JP, what word of advice would you give to our listening audience, small businesses who are really trying to build their own image and branding?
Yeah, so I think I'm pretty good at building brands. Someone recently just told us, if money wasn't an object, what would you do?
Right.
And to me that was only half the question, because for us, for example, it might be we're going to spend a ton of money and be in every stadium. Well, we don't have the money.
Sure.
So the next question might be, what is the end goal? So if you had the money, what would you do, and what would the goal be? So the goal for us would be people seeing the logo.
Sure.
And then trying to think of another way to get to that same end goal with our budget. And that's why I feel that, if we can just sit down and say, what would you want to do and why? And then figure out another way to do it. And for us, it happens to be, I think, stickers is a good way to get our logo out. It's cheap. People love stickers. We can pass them out everywhere. You can put them on cars, water bottles, you name it, and people see the logo. So
I love it.
But it's also, I think it's connecting with other people. Like, we definitely, first is the passion for our product. Like, from the beginning, if you have a passion for something that you're making, you're going to sell it.
Right.
I always say, I convince him to marry me,
That did not take too much convincing, Monica. You are a beautiful woman, and I understand you went all the way to Poland.
Just to propose to you.
Yeah.
But I think that when you have a passion for something that you're making, you will make it work and stay connected with the people. I think that that's a very, very, very important thing that we did, and working with you guys and everybody that we connected through you, I think that's the awesome way to start and continue.
Monica, what's the dream? So, you're going to grow this, and now paint a little bit of your dream for us.
I don't really go that, forward. I just, I want to still have fun with that. I hope that when we will actually achieve what we want to go nationwide, we can help other people actually start their business, start maybe, just stay connected and tell them, you know what, go for it. This is what you can do with no budget or a little budget. This is how your dream can come true.
All right, so JP, how can people help? What do you want them to do?
The best thing for us is just to get the word out. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, like Eric said. Give us fan brags, and definitely show the Denver love. Locals support locals, and if we keep the money here and we all support each other, only good things can come. So.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you something, folks. You're going to want to get a copy or a bottle of Squeal Spiced Black Rum for yourselves. You changed my world when you walked into it. We know that you're quality people. I mean, that was the first connection, right? Is the way you're doing your business and the love you have for each other, the love you have for your customers and for your product. But even more than that, I think that it's just amazing that you came out with a product that shows all that love all in one bottle. You're going to want to try it. I cook with it, folks. I cook with it.
Yeah, here's how he cooks. He pours himself a little glass, and then he goes and makes whatever it is he's cooking.
Well, that could happen as well. But I'm telling you, you're going to love it, and I love it. Squeal Spiced Black Rum. And, dude, the first person who's 21 years or older who writes a fan brag on the Extreme Customer Service Directory located at experiencepros.com, just click the directory link. Find Squeal, just search for him, Squeal Spiced Black Rum, and leave a fan brag. We've got a gift packet for you, and if it doesn't get out there and doesn't get done here anytime soon, I know exactly where that goes.
Eric's just going to leave the fan brag if you're not careful.
Just happens.
But you can support a brand new business, a local company, help them, and be part of something bigger than all of us. And I think that's what the Experience Pros Network is all about. We all know people. I've got a guy who owns a bar. I know a buddy, restaurant, right. Whatever it is. We know people, and we can make a difference, and we do make a difference every day. Monica, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.
JP, thank you.
Thank you guys for having us.
Yeah, we love having you as
We absolutely do, and we do have this gift pack. And again, if you don't fan brag, we will.
That's right. All right, folks, don't go anywhere when we come back. It's Monday, and we've got a list of questions that you should be asking yourself before you ever start your work week. Coming next on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros Radio Show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
The business professionals at Extreme Relationship Management know that networking is one of the best ways to create word-of-mouth marketing for your business. They also know that many of you feel like it's a complete waste of time. The difference is knowing how to network and what to do with all those business cards that you collect. Tune in every Thursday to learn about the ERM networking laws, and be sure to sign up for the next ERM class. Extreme Relationship Management offers training and events to help you realize how rewarding networking can be. Train the ERM way. Find them online at extremerelationshipmanagement.com and call 855-I-LIKE-ERM to find out more about their next class.
Let's face it, most phone systems are old and outdated, or they're so complicated it takes a PhD just to change your voicemail. Introducing Edgetronics, your answer to all your business telephone needs. Edgetronics is authorized and certified by Avia, and they'll not only replace your old phones with new solutions, they'll train your staff on how to get the most out of them. Proudly serving up and down the Front Range for over 10 years, Edgetronics wants to be your next phone system provider. Call them today at 303-766-1699 or online at Edgetronics. That's with an X.com.
Gentlemen, it's time to step it up a notch I'm talking about your clothing. Sure, we're all super casual here in Colorado, but there's something to be said for dressing to match your market. You need personal stylist Michelle Martinez. Michelle will come to where you are, custom measure you for an unmatched fit, and help you find your next outfit, all without breaking the bank. Luxury starts with premium materials, and Michelle's got the best Italian fabrics. And talk about value, your clothes delivered straight to you, saving you tons. Call Michelle today, 720-261-4914. That's 720-261-4914.
Landlords, listen up. If you have investment property, you need Legacy Properties PM. Devin Bewley will absolutely get you the highest rent possible, handle every imaginable emergency, and make sure that your property is well cared for. He visits every property regularly and knows that he's working for you. Legacy Properties PM, where their promise to you is simple. If your property isn't earning you money, you owe them nothing. There's nothing to lose. 720-989-1996. Mention Experience Pros and they'll waive the first month's management fee.
Stop calling around looking for the best mortgage rates and call ALMC Mortgage. ALMC Mortgage matches you with the right mortgage for your needs every single time. Now's the right time to finance. Call ALMC Mortgage today at 303-696-6933. 303-696-6933. Check out today's current rates and questions you should ask about your mortgage at almcmortgage.com. almcmortgage.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Dana Lash, tonight at 6 on KLZ 560.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Monday. So good to me.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Is it Monday, or is it a manic Monday? Well, heck, it's just Monday.
Well, you know what? Sometimes, Mondays come and we're so excited. We can't wait to, start off, hit the ground running. We've got all these big things going on. And then there are some Mondays where we're just like dragging from the weekend. And really, do we have to go back so soon?
Absolutely, and here's what we got. I came across a great article on Inc.com. Laura Garnett wrote 5 questions you should ask yourself every Monday morning.
Every Monday morning, I should ask these questions.
Yep.
All right.
Are you ready for them?
I think I am.
Okay. Number 1, am I excited to dive into the challenges that I've lined up for the week?
Okay, so here's kind of the underbelly of that. Do you have any challenges or anything that you've lined up for the week?
Did you line up anything?
Anything at all? I think one of the things that happens when we go on vacation, we work so hard, but when we come back, there's nothing in the works, right? There's nothing on the calendar. And of course, if there's nothing on the calendar but, I don't know, mundane kind of stuff,
right,
of course you're not going to be excited. So here's the secret. Every week, setting a kind of a weekly challenge, a weekly goal, a weekly focus, a weekly purpose of this is what I'm going to do this week, so that you have something to be excited about.
We call it bookending. We like to do it on Fridays. We wrap up our week, if you will. We bookend the week on a Friday. And in that same meeting, we like to create the tasks and look forward to the agenda for the next week.
And it kind of takes some doing, right? Kind of get yourself into some habits. But in changing the way that you're typically doing things, we finish Monday or we finish Friday, and we're just kind of like glad to clear it off. Like, okay, it got all that done. And then when Monday comes, we have nothing really to start it with. We fill it up as it goes. But if you already have that focus, then Monday is exciting.
You can apply this to things like, if you take in that scenario you just painted, Angel, and call that the weekend, and take the weekend and move it into like the holiday. You can come back from a holiday the same way. Now we just happen to be coming back from a weekend holiday, but what if we're talking about Halloween, or what if, or not Halloween, but well, maybe if that's your business, the holidays, Thanksgiving. All the times you come back, some people call it summer, right? They go away and they don't plan for what's going to happen when they come back.
Right, and so having it already scheduled, already set up, and if you don't have necessarily the people, but at least the focus and the target, this is what I'm going to be focusing on.
There you go.
Imagine your business if 52 weeks, or let's just say, you only did it 48 weeks, you took a couple 2-week vacations throughout the year. If 48 weeks out of the year you had a target, a goal that you were focusing on, a challenge, something purposeful, and
super productive.
You would be.
Yep.
Then all those distractions, all those little things would not derail you. When you had an obstacle or a challenge, or maybe even an off week, it doesn't derail your whole big goal for the year.
Right.
And we are actually hosting the Epic Summer Summit July 30th to just kind of help you get back on track for the second half of the year.
Yep.
Because so many of us by this time of year gotten a little lazy about those goals. Well, we're here to remind you, put them back on the calendar and join us for the Epic Summer Summit on July 30th and come hear a 2-hour workshop from Carrie Conley talking about your vision and making sure that you end 2015 the way you intended.
You can sign up for that at theconnectingexperts.com. Here's another question you should ask every Monday morning. Am I looking forward to engaging with the people that I'm meeting with or those people that I work with? You want to make sure. Are you looking forward to it or are you dreading it?
Are you hanging out with the right people? Do you have too many of the wrong people in your sphere and not enough of the right? And so sometimes, who we work with or who is around us we don't always have a lot of control over who the people are that have been hired to work with us. However, you can make sure that you are putting more, surrounding yourself with more of the types of people that do lift you up, maybe not exactly in your work day, but throughout your work day. Right? At the end of your day, who you're networking with, who you're connected with on LinkedIn, who you're following on social media. I saw somebody recently said they're going to take a break from Facebook because just being on there makes them feel bad about themselves and depressed, and just it wasn't an uplifting environment. Well, who are you following?
Right.
Who are you connected to? Who are you hanging out with?
Don't leave the medium. Change your friends.
Change your friends. Add more something of inspiring or something that lifts you up or makes you feel good. Don't throw the whole thing out and say, well, Facebook is depressing or my job is depressing. Put more of the good stuff in so that you have that balance.
Absolutely. The next one is, am I going to my dream job? Angel, you posted something a couple of days ago on Facebook and you used the hashtag dream job. And I thought, that's pretty cool. You're going to your dream job.
Well, I got a fun little tote bag from my friends over at All Stitched and Glitzed Out. It says, don't quit your dream job. And are you working your dream job? It's fun to have JP and Monica in here, creating Squeal Spiced Black Rum.
Right.
It's become their dream job, and they are so passionate, and they're so excited about it. Do you have something that is passionate and that you are so excited about? Because so many of us are just going through the motions. And so if on Monday you find yourself, once in a while, we get it. The weather kind of shifts. You've had a long weekend, didn't get a lot of sleep. Maybe you didn't have something fun on your calendar for today. And so it isn't motivating. But don't let that be every Monday.
Absolutely not. And the final question is, do I feel energized, rested, and confident? And energized, rested, and confident comes from being in that dream job, being prepared, knowing exactly where you're going and what you're doing. And if you start every Monday in this tone, my gosh, it just gets better and better. So there you have it. Thanks to Laura Garnett for her inspiration, this article, and our ability to chime in with the Experience Pros spin on that. Hey, when we come back, more positive business talk. That's right. We've got Jim Smith, and he's going to talk about what's going on in the world of finance, coming next on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Get your payroll and employee paperwork done efficiently, effectively, and economically with Employer Essentials. Free up your time, free up your money, and let Employer Essentials help your business grow. They handle all of your payroll and HR needs at EmployerEssentials.com or call 303-734-9436. 303-734-9436.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service, coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products, means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
When you work from home, you run the risk of setting up a makeshift workspace in the corner or somewhere off to the side of your bedroom. It's not really a home office. It just happens to be your office at home. Let Helene's Designs help you create a productive workspace that transforms you from hobbyist into an innovative CEO ready to be featured in a magazine spread. Take charge of your home office and call Helene's Designs. You're the CEO. Make sure your home office looks like it. 720-233-7302. 720-233-7302.
Let's face it, you're stuck. Sure, your business is stable, but you've been floundering it even for too long. It's time to call Stephanie Scheller. Stephanie is a systems, business, and marketing coach who's helped over 300 companies improve their results by setting up systems and holding them accountable to trackable growth. Sometimes all you need is a fresh perspective and a little bit of accountability to break through to the next level of your success story. Call Stephanie today, 210-426-6956, and just talk to her. 210-426-6956. She can help. It's your business. Call today.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
Every day, hundreds, if not thousands of people are searching online for what your business has to offer. SharpNet Solutions can help you get found, just like they did for Vera at Lovebug Matchmaking.
SharpNet has really helped our business expand to 60 miles around our business. Being able to be seen online and being able to be seen through searches has made an enormous difference.
SharpNetSolutions.com or 303-900-4988.
Each year, high school students from around the world begin the adventure of a lifetime by studying in the United States. Academic Year in the USA, AUSA, invites your family to become a part of the adventure. To host a student or to study abroad, call us at 1-888-55-AY-USA.
It's time for What's Going On with Jim Smith. The following discussion will cover general financial topics. It is not meant to provide individual advice, nor is it meant to provide specific recommendations with regard to products or strategies. General tax information may be discussed, but it is not meant to be tax or legal advice. The listeners should consult their own financial, tax, and legal advisors regarding their particular situation. James Smith is a licensed financial professional who is appointed by multiple companies to sell insurance and financial products. However, the views expressed during this discussion are solely his own or the views of the hosts of the Experience Pros radio show. Not all products and or features, if discussed, including benefits and riders, may be available in all states. James Smith offers securities as a registered representative of Pruco Securities, LLC, Pruco member SIPC. And now it's time for What's Going On with Jim Smith on the Experience Pros radio show.
And Jim is in the studio. We're so grateful that he comes in every week to get you oriented on what's going on in the world of finances. Jim Smith, Prudential, thanks so much for being here.
Good morning. How are you guys doing?
We're doing fantastic.
Absolutely.
It's Monday, but we're easing into it.
Yeah, I see a lot of people out there easing into it today. It seems like it, right?
Yeah. It's we combined a big holiday with the weekend. So
a beautiful sunshiny day at the same time. So.
Yeah, indeed. Jim, what's going on in the world of finance?
I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what I think today a lot of people are concerned about.
Oh.
I think a lot of people are really concerned right now about market volatility. They're listening to news broadcasts. A lot of stuff is going on in other countries like Greece.
Right.
And people are concerned. And so I want to just talk about some strategies today to overcome market volatility and how it relates to your retirement concerns. And I'm going to do it kind of like this today, Eric and Angel. I'm going to ask you guys some questions. You tell me how you guys respond to it, all right?
Okay.
All right, here we go. What do you do with your portfolios? How often do you look at your portfolios to see how they're doing?
Oh boy, the answer probably not often enough. But I tend to let my advisor help me whenever he or she can. But oh gosh, probably not enough.
Not enough, right?
I feel like he's got deer in the headlights.
Right.
I got to tell you, one of the things you ought to do on a regular basis, most specifically when you are concerned about market volatility and risk that's going on out there, you established your accounts with some type of risk tolerance.
Of course.
You knew what you could afford to lose or what you thought you could emotionally handle. But it's important to review your portfolios regularly to make sure it still matches the original intent or the changes in your risk.
Jim, I'm going to ask, what does regularly sound like to you?
I'm going to tell you, normally in a normal market cycle, maybe once a quarter is okay.
All right, yeah.
Maybe twice a year. But when it's volatile, you ought to check it a little more often. Yeah. Pay attention to it, as opposed to taking that statement and not even opening it.
I do open the statement, and I look at it every month.
Yeah,
my husband and I
I've been busted.
Do review it every month, and then probably only once a year do we actually sit down with our advisor. We used to do it more often, but these days it just seems like we just keep putting it off.
And as we get a little bit older, sometimes our risk changes, and we need to address that. So one way to deal with market volatility is to look at it.
All right.
I've got another question for you. How do you pick the investments that you choose for your 401k or your regular investments? How do you pick them?
The ones that sound like fun little three-letter acronyms.
Three-letter fun was it?
Yeah,
my! I use a far more scientific methodology called rock paper scissors.
Rock paper scissors.
Yeah. No, usually go with whatever the advisor suggests.
Well, hopefully the advisor's suggesting it right, but you, the consumer, should be picking your investments from an educated standpoint. You don't have to know everything, but you should know something. In other words, most people pick their 401ks by looking at what performed really great last year.
Last year?
That's the really good one.
Oh my gosh, that's last year.
May not be the good one this year.
Right.
Right? So it's just important to not randomly pick things, but take a minute. Do you know every time, those boring things they send you that have all the information called prospectus?
Yeah, sure.
And fun family discussions and those fact sheets? Take a minute to see what it looks like. Educate yourself just a little bit.
And there are some really great investments out there just historically, some steady growth and because I'm one of those. I'm not risky, Jim. I just can't handle that. It freaks me out. When I go to Vegas, I play the nickel slots, just to give you a clue.
By the way, that's the most profitable part of Vegas is the nickel slots. Make more money for the casinos than the dollar slots.
But I don't mind. I don't mind. I get my couple rolls of nickels, and that's about as much as I'm willing to invest.
All right. Exactly. So balancing that portfolio is important where you're picking from an education standpoint. Right?
That makes sense. That makes sense. So, and there's a lot of ways we can learn about that. There's a lot of information out there. It might be boring, but it's worthwhile.
Jim, can I interrupt the conversation for just a minute? Because there are people listening going, you know what, this guy sounds super smart, and I want to call him right now. And you've got a team waiting right now for that call, right?
720-356-6474. 720-356-6474.
Nice. All right.
Now, another way to deal with market volatility. So let's use the grease as an example. This whole thing with grease that's come out, everybody's really concerned about it. They said yesterday on the news and this morning, the market's going to be blah, blah, blah. The market went down initially. There was a bunch of buyback today, and now there's a little bit of loss again. It's volatile in one day, right?
Absolutely.
So when you're doing that, have you ever thought about other ways to protect the volatility through insurance products? Have you ever thought about that?
No.
What do you mean?
Well, there's a couple of ways, especially for retirement income. You could actually shore up or protect some of those using various annuity products or various guaranteed income products. But one way that we can also protect market downturn, we want our family to benefit from our savings in our portfolios. So if we take a 30% downturn in a market, maybe we could life insure some of those downturns in the market to where our families are still going to be okay if a market downturns.
That makes a lot of sense.
Well, it's just another strategy that we use to help people with insurance products, helping to protect market volatility.
It sounds like you and your team, the Prudential Insurance Company of America, Newark, New Jersey, are really interested in helping us build our future rather than just taking the money.
We are. We're trying to be individual. Angel, you said you're conservative. Eric, you might be a little more aggressive.
Higher,
yeah. As you get older, you guys are really young now, but as you get older, things will change, right? And you might become more conservative. How do you react emotionally to negative news about the market, about finance?
I draw back to the crash of 2008, 2009, if you will, and I saw so many people sell, get out of the market, get out. I want to put my money under a mattress, and I thought that was a huge overreaction.
It is an overreaction, and I kind of believe that the real market terrorists, if you will, are sometimes the media.
The media.
They want to sell what's negative, right? And I talked a little bit about that last week.
Sure.
But as an investor, I can't just have a negative emotional reaction to the news, or I'm going to run like the world's got my hair's burning off, and I got to run to the exit rows, right? To the exit doors. My thing here is to help you not just emotionally react to that. How do we not emotionally react to that? Well, part of it is our own personal education.
Sure.
Right? We get to know what we're doing. We're making good, educated decisions. So the first 4 things about the market volatility are going to be reviewing to make sure it's balanced properly. Don't just randomly pick. Become educated. Consider insuring some of those profits, right?
Right.
And then don't become emotionally reactive to the market, but become, logically reactive.
Well, and when you've been educated and you have a plan, you've insured a few things, then you don't need to react emotionally.
But Jim, I think then the only thing that makes sense at this point would be then maybe even a 5th point if we could.
It is.
And that would be to find somebody who is connected to the markets and the knowledge thereof, but who is not as emotionally attached.
That's correct. There's more analyticals involved. I had a lady call last week, one of my clients. She just called up and she goes, "How should I feel today?" And I said, "I don't know. How do you feel?" But she said, "Should I be concerned right now? Should I be concerned?" She knew that me and my team, we walked through 2000, that market downturn. We walked through 2008. We've got some season.
Yeah.
We understand market movements. We understand what happens out there. So the 5th point is find an advisor that has some experience through ups and downs in the market and who understands volatility.
You have an entire team of such advisors, is that correct?
And that is myself and, of course, many of my teammates who can be there. We've walked through these market trends with people. And they could call me at 720-356-6474 or james.smith@prudential.com. We're here to help you. We're not going to sell you something. We want to help you. And right now, there's a lot of concern about market volatility, and you got to talk to somebody who knows what they're doing.
Yeah, I'm almost picturing, when the fire hazards, they have the green, the red, and the yellow for the fire hazards. How should we be feeling today? Well, you've got your market. We've already talked about this. We've insured. You reviewed your profit or your portfolio regularly. You're okay. You don't need to worry. You're not a yellow or a red today. We're a green. We're good. And so but if you haven't reviewed it, we haven't insured anything, we haven't been in touch recently, we've randomly just picked some stuff, you're red, you need to call Jim.
Absolutely.
I want to help you to feel better and safer and sleep better at night.
Pick up the phone and call 720-356-6474. Again, 720-356-6474. Introduce yourself. The call is free. The conversation is free, and you would love to meet Jim we know and his team of fantastic folks. Jim, thank you so much for bringing this.
Thanks, guys. Good to see you again.
Absolutely. Hey, listen, when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about something we just tapped on just a minute ago. Is your business too reliant on one customer? We've got answers coming next on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Women-owned businesses are on the rise, but where do you go when the bank says no? Ladies, you know it's tough to secure the capital necessary to launch or develop a new business. You need to know attorney Steve Replin of the Replin Law Group. Steve specializes in helping women secure hard money lending when no one else will step up. You have an ally in Steve Replin. He has the knowledge and resources to get you the money you need to grow your business. Call Steve today. It's Money in the Bank, your bank. 303-322-7919 or replinlawgroup.com.
Computers. We can't live a moment without them. My friend sent me an email recently saying she was having 99 problems and 97 of them were because of email and technology. I hate it when it doesn't work, but I'm stuck with how to get past the lockups, the slow retrieval, and lost data. This is what Binkley IT specializes in, all your computer quirks and hang-ups. They'll take care of you, and often they can do it remotely. Call our friends at Binkley IT and solve your IT puzzle one piece at a time. Call 720-254-1057, 720-254-1057. And if your computer is still working, look them up online at binkleyit.com.
The Extreme Customer Service Directory is the go-to place for finding the companies who have the best customer testimonials. Plus, to make it even easier, we narrowed down the field to only 3 companies in your area. If you need a printer in the metro area, we have it. If you need ink and toner, we have it. The Extreme Customer Service Directory is one of the most visited directories in the state, and it's all yours to view for free at experiencepros.com. Experiencepros.com for the best in customer service. When you're looking for the best, think Experience Pros. You can feel good about doing business with the pros.
Don't get stressed when your car gets damaged. Just call the doctor. Bumper Doc Denver can restore your car to mint condition. Whether it's hail damage, bumper dings, or carver's garage, Bumper Doc Denver can get you back in your car and on the road quickly. They can also process your claim. Bumper Doc's experts work with all insurance companies. Estimates are free. At Bumper Doc Denver, you always come first. Visit bumperdocdenver.com or call today 303-369-7292. That's 303-369-7292.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706. Or visit RivieraFinance.com.
As a business owner, you know what it's like to wear a bunch of hats, and we know it too, which is why our very best advice to you is to outsource your accounting to By the Numbers Bookkeeping and Accounting. Philip Aronoff is well known to listeners and members of the Experience Pros Network. He was voted the best bookkeeper in the state of Colorado during the fan Braggin contest, and he can absolutely help you build your business while making sure your accounting is all taken care of. Call Philip today and take that bookkeeping hat off for good. 720-837-0860. That's 720-837-0860.
The Dana Show, 6 p.m. weekdays on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join us for hours. Hey, wanted to report back. We've got a winner for the Squeal Spiced Black Rum giveaway today. And congratulations to Monica Yates, who is, she says, I cannot wait to try it. I'm listening to the radio show right now. Can't wait to try your rum.
Absolutely. So she went online, went to experiencepros.com, added a fan brag for Squeal Black Spice Rum, and she is going to win a gift pack from them. And it was so easy. So grateful to Monica. If you know anybody who can help with the distribution of a Squeal Black Spiced Rum, make sure you get in touch with our friends JP and Monica. And yeah, thanks, Monica. Congratulations to you. We're going to get in touch with you and send that over to you. All right. So thinking about business, I think a lot of times as small business owners, we always we can't wait until we get that first customer, right?
Sure.
You know, that first customer, it's a really big deal. Like that first real customer. We're not talking mom or your neighbor or your best friend. We're talking about that customer that because of your marketing efforts, because of what you did in the community, who actually maybe even went online and found you. And we're so excited to watch our businesses grow.
You bet.
And we're always looking for, even some of those bigger companies. You think, okay, if I just get that, that government account or that one big fish, I just need 1 or 2 customers, right, to pay me my $1 million.
Hold on there, Mr. Howell. We got to talk a little bit about this for just a second, because if you are too dependent upon 1 or 2 of those customers, sure, you might feel like you won the lottery, but you might be putting yourself at risk.
They say having the lion's share of your business tied to another company also means your fortunes are tied to theirs. If their business flounders, changes anything at all within internally in their operations,
a new CEO,
so might yours. What if a new vendor or new HR person comes in, or a new marketing director, and now their brother does what you do? They could change their policies and keep you out in the cold without a sufficient alternative source of revenue.
So you need to manage the risk of your over-reliance on 1 or 2 of these big fish, if you will. And one of the ways that you can do this, because you'd be foolish to turn down a large account. However, you need to make sure that, A, your entire business is not dependent upon that one line item. So how do you do that? You build up a strong foundation of perhaps less grand-sized fish.
All right. Well, here's the thing, too. The key is to manage the risk attached to serving that client and using the extra revenue to make your business to be more secure. They say you should have financial protection in place. For example, doing credit checks on your customers and enforcing contractual penalties for late payments, making sure contracts with your own suppliers are secure as well.
We talk about this every Wednesday with our friends over at Riviera Finance, and they do that background check for you on your vendors, on the people, because what you're doing is establishing a line of credit for them if you have terms of net 30 or more. And chances are, if you have not done a credit check, you again are at risk.
Yeah, so making sure that financially you are not at risk. They also recommend, especially if this is a brand new client and it might be a short-term client, try to avoid borrowing money to buy new equipment or to employ more staff to meet your customers' needs. A better option might be to lease the equipment or to subcontract and outsource some of the staff, at least until you feel secure enough to make a long-term investment in your business because of this one client.
And Angel and I will tell you, save.
Yeah.
Expand your customer base. We just tapped on that just a little bit. One way of ensuring you don't take your eye off the opportunities is to take someone on specifically to look after your major customer, but also build business with all those other customers.
With the nice thing about those big companies, sure, financially they bring in a lot of revenue,
you bet.
and it's a fantastic, one client versus 20, easier to manage. However, those larger companies, really, any one shift and change in the hierarchy and in management could shift where they do business with and could impact you. And so those smaller companies, many doing business with you, those smaller companies, they're the ones on the street talking about you. They're the ones saying, this is who I do business with. They're the ones sharing you. They're the ones referring. They're your raving fans.
Right.
And, of course, then when you lose a smaller client, it doesn't impact your bottom line. It's not a big change in your bottom line.
Finally, keep it in proportion. We learned the hard way. If you have, if your one big fish or a couple of big fish exceed a 20% margin of your entire income, you are truly playing a dangerous game with your business. And if there are people who are dependent upon your business, for instance, we have hundreds of companies and thousands of listeners dependent upon us being here tomorrow, that is a very dangerous game. So 20% is probably the largest percentage of your income, and even that is risky.
It is still a risk, having so much of your business reliant on one customer, or in this case, if you had 5 of them,
right?
Each taking up 20% of your business.
You go from an A+ paper to pretty much a B-.
So you start out with your handful, but as your business grows, just making sure that you are not dependent and reliant on that one customer. And so this was brought to us by the Marketing Donut. Marketing Donut is actually out of the UK, so I thought it was pretty good. Pretty good. We actually were there ourselves several years ago.
We certainly were.
We had a big client. We lost a big client. Learned a lesson in a really difficult year.
Indeed. So there you go, folks. Make sure that you check the calendar. It's Monday, and you got to go to experiencepros.com/calendar and just see what's going on in the world this week. We've got all kinds of events happening this week and next week. Gosh, you want to be a part of that. And if you have not yet joined the Extreme Customer Service Directory, what are you waiting for? It's a great organization, literally surrounded by phenomenal people, and it's pennies on the dollar for your marketing budget. We have to now wrap this thing up, but the good news is we intend to be here tomorrow and have more positive business talk. So on behalf of Charlie, our producer, and Angel, myself, and all the people that make the Experience Pros radio show happen every single day, thanks for tuning in and participating in this, the revolution in how people treat people in business. Now go have a great rest of the day, and we'll see you tomorrow.
This has been the Experience Pros radio show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.